Coming up with good ideas is one of the biggest problems I have in music production. I'm still learning music theory, but I have a thick head, so it doesn't come that easy to me. So a tool like Scalar 2 can be really helpful if your music theory is not quite there yet, as it is in my case. I use Scalar 2 mostly for idea generation, not necessarily helping me create an entire track, because it can actually do that as well. But let's talk a little bit more about that later in the video. Now I'm going to show you two examples from completed tracks that Scalar 2 helped me start off. So here's the first one. It's a kind of combination of melodic house and trance, and Scalar 2 helped me create the main motif of this track. Not necessarily the entire thing, but it helped me start off at least. If you take a look at the Scalar 2 plugin here, we have a melody here. So it's playing that using a piano, built-in piano sound in Scalar 2. So this was the basis of kind of this track, and it sounds like this. And I also used the chords to kind of make this plucked melody here as well. But you know, the things I made here, so the little change I made in the melody here, this is something I changed afterwards. But I mean, Scalar 2 helped me find that melody, if you will. Okay, so we have another track called Hustle. So this is just a track I am releasing on music libraries, not necessarily Spotify. It's just going to be a happy, kind of poppy dance type of thing. And so you have this melody here. And in Scalar 2, we found this. And yeah, it doesn't really sound like that in the track, but I used the idea Scalar 2 generated here to create this. I mean, I changed the melody a little bit on the end here. So that's two tracks where Scalar 2 helped me create the initial idea of the track, and I kind of built up upon that. So full disclosure, I actually asked Plugin Boutique if I could test out Scalar 2 on my channel, because I felt I needed something to help me generate ideas, and they said, sure, here you go, here is a license, do what you want. So they don't have any say or anything in what I do. But there's a affiliate link in the description below if you want to try it out yourself, and it will obviously help the channel if you buy it. So Scalar 2 can help you with a lot of things, but what I mainly use it for is idea generation. I want to show you another thing here, which actually I had recorded this video earlier, but somehow the sound didn't go through the video, so I have to redo this. When you start up Scalar 2, you get this window here. You can do a lot of different things here. You can, for example, go to scales and select different scales which you want to generate ideas out from. So you have a lot of different options here. Then you can also go to songs. You can go to, for example, let's say, yeah, you want to make something synthwave-ish. You can go to synthwave here, select that, and you get some chords here. You can make some idea out of that, and you can go to voicings here and change voicing 2. You can try different things. You have different genres here. You have, for example, trance. Different ideas you can try out here. For example, trance 5. You can help it create rhythms for you. You do that on the top here. You can, for example, make rhythms. You can select different types of rhythms here. You can select arpeggio, for example, 1/8, 1. You can select humanize. You can select, for example, if you want to humanize the timing, or both. You can add swing. So Scalar 2 is really powerful. You can actually create everything you need from the plugin here itself, and then you can drag it out from the plugin, and you can drag it out to your DAW here, and you just get it here, and you can work from that. But when I created this idea, if I selected Trance 8 here in Scalar, I kind of built this progression here. Doesn't really sound that good, I think. I just used some of the chord suggestions that came up here and made something I think sounds kind of trancey. And what I did after that, I just took this and I dragged it out here, like so. Then you get some MIDI here to work with. Okay. So here we have Diva. I got these. What I did was I used this MIDI clip here, and I used those chords to make kind of an idea here. I made this kind of melody here, trance kind of pluck thing. So this part here was not a part of the idea generated chord, so this is something I kind of had to add myself to get this guy resolved. Maybe we can do something like this. Make some rhythm. I mean, you can do what you want. Maybe try this. So out from what Scalar told me here, this thing resulted into this thing here. And then it's just a matter of adding, I mean, other stuff, adding some bass, for example. So I did that, and I added a kind of a pad thing here, and it kind of sounds like this. Change it to that. And I mean, you can go into your other projects and just to make something fast here. Try to get some kind of idea. So it's really fast to get kind of something going, a groove or idea or something. And if you're kind of afraid of using Scalar 2 to use something someone else has done before, I mean, just change it up, make it your own idea. And there's a lot of different things you can do in Scalar 2 here. I mean, it's related to music theory, so I don't actually understand everything here. But you can go into edit here and you can do more changes to the chords. For example, you can change the playback timing here. So you can, for example, do it like this, maybe something like this. You can change the octaves here. And you can change the inversions, like so. And you can go to, I mean, select another performance, like so. Or you can go to, I mean, arpeggio, select just some arpeggio here. You can select dynamic voice grouping, for example. You can just select this and you can drag it out onto your DAW, and then you can work with it more. Another cool thing Scalar 2 can do is detect chords on incoming audio. So what you do then is you can take the Scalar 2 audio plugin and you drag it onto a track. So in this case I'm going to make an audio track, and I take Scalar 2 audio, I drag it to an audio track, and I'm going into my samples here and just selecting some kind of synth loop. Sometimes you have to adjust the, so you have to load up the sound here, and then you have to press record on Scalar 2, and then you have this small tiny detection threshold on the top here, so you have to sometimes adjust that one to see if it, to make it detect the correct chords. Just taking it down a little bit, and we press play, and make sure record is armed here. And you can see that it's populating with chords. Let's change from felt piano to synth here and just go to some kind of wide pluck maybe. So I think it did a pretty good job here on finding the chords from this audio. And then you can just build something from that. And just have some fun with the plugin. I didn't go through everything in Scalar 2 in this video. I just wanted to show you how I use Scalar 2 at the moment, and we can maybe take a look at the other section of it in a later video. But the most important part with Scalar 2, in my opinion, is the idea generation. It's easy to create some ideas, so you get starting right away, and you don't get stuck with trying to come up with some kind of idea. If you don't have Scalar 2, of course you have the scale option in Ableton Live, which you can make a MIDI clip, and you can select that, okay, we want this in the F minor scale, and you can just collapse the piano roll so it only shows the keys in that scale. That's also another thing I've been using sometimes to create ideas, just to limit myself and not see the keys in the other scales. And Yeah, I think that Scalar 2 is obviously, it's not a replacement for learning music theory, but if you are in the process of learning music theory, I think Scalar 2 is a good tool for. In addition to that, it's actually good to know a little music theory if you use Scalar 2 as well, because the interface is not really made for stupid people like me. You have to kind of know a little bit about music theory, I think. But if you don't know anything, you can just go into Scalar 2, you can select song mode or you can select artist mode, and you can just drag out something that you feel sonically works. And you can build up your idea from that, and that's mainly what I use Scalar 2 for. If you want to check it out yourself, it's an affiliate link in the description below, and if you get it, it will obviously help this channel. I hope this little showcase showed you what this could do, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.